Hey, it's your girl Lumsy here. I'm back again with another video. Today's sewing tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how I made this simple, exaggerated or oversized kimono shirt dress. If that's what you're looking for, continue watching till the end and see how I made this. You can actually add this to your sew to sell business because this is a one size fits all. If this is your first time coming across my channel, consider subscribing and hit on the notification bell icon. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch and support. Don't forget to share this out to your fellow designers. If you're a content creator, don't forget to share this out. You don't know who you might be helping. This tutorial can actually put food on anybody's table. So let's start with this sewing tutorial. So I'm going to just use this pattern paper first of all to show you before we go over to the fabric. So the length we are using is just 3 measurements: the armhole length and the length of the dress, and then the length of the sleeve. So let's assume from here to here is the length of the armhole, which I'm going to be using 16 inches, and this is general. Remember, this is a one size fits all. Then for the shoulder and the sleeve, you're going to be taking from the center of the back. You join both the sleeve and the shoulder length. So generally I'm going to be using 33 inches for this. You can use this for all sizes. So I'll be using 33 inches. As you can see, this will be for the whole length of the sleeve, starting from the center back. Then the armhole, I already told you the armhole I'm going to use is 16 inches. Remember, is an exaggerated or oversized shirt dress. So this 16 inches is what I have here. And then the 33 inches is from center back to somewhere here, which is 33 inches. And then the next thing you get is the length of the dress. This is the 16 inches, remember. Then the length of the dress, I'm going to be using 41 inches. You can make it long, anything you want to do, you can do that, but for me I'm using 41 inches. Then on this armhole line, I am going to get the circumference of the dress. I'm using 20 inches. Like I always say, it's going to be standard. You're not taking it up, you're just taking it down here on the armhole length. So from here to here, I'm going to come down 4 inches. I come down here like so, 4 inches. I will join these two lines. And then from here to the center front would be the full circumference. So on this line, I am going to make a curve here. I'll continue here and make like an A line to the hemline. Then from this place, I'm going to come in 2.5 inches like so, and I'll connect it to that line, to the shoulder line. So I'll have something like this. I don't know if this is tedious. I think maybe I'll just do this. Let me just draw another easier way. Maybe you'll be able to understand it better. So let me just draw the shape of the shirt dress. This is the neck, and this is the sleeve length, and this is the circumference of the shirt. So this is the curve I just drew here now, and this will be the length of the sleeve. So where this thing stopped is somewhere here, and we have the A line. So from here to here will now be the sleeve, which will be 10 inches or so. When I'm done calculating it, I'll get you to that. So from here to here is just 23 inches. Remember, the full length is 33 inches. So if you minus the 23 inches, it will now be remaining 10 inches. We're going to be adding plus 2.5 for hemming allowance and joining allowance. So that will be for the sleeve. And for the neckline, you just do the design you want. In the front you can do a V. It depends on the shape you want for the front. So I hope you understand what I explained. I'm going to go straight to the fabric and let's cut this. So this is my fabric. I have 2.5 inches here. So I folded it in two like this, selvage to selvage, and I'm going to fold it again into 4. By the time I'm done folding it like this, you will see on the selvage side is going to be 4 pieces. On the selvage side is 4 pieces, and on this other side you can see the 2 layers. So that will be for the front and the back. And then the length of the shirt I did was 41 inches. I told you guys earlier on. For the circumference, I'm going to be using the whole of the 23 inches when folded in 2. To get the armhole, I told you is 16 inches, so I'm going to come down here 16 inches and square it out. And then from this armhole line, I'm going to come down 4 inches. Next is to get the circumference of the dress. On this armhole line, I'm going to be taking 20 inches. Remember, this is on fold, so assuming you open it up, it's going to be 40 inches. So this 20 inches is inclusive of both the allowances. So I'm just going to drop it down on this 4 inches that I have marked. I'm not going down. So I'm going to now make the curve I told you guys earlier on. And from this curve, after making the curve, I will go down and make an A-line shape. Next, I will go to the neck. So the neck we're using is 2.5. Remember, this is the side on fold. I'm going to be making the width of the neckline to be 2.5, and the neck depth for the back, I will make it 1 inch. I'll connect this line. Then for the front, I can make it any V-neck, any shape you want, you can make for the neck. So I'm going to drop it down 10 inches from that line, then connect it to make a V line. Then I'm going to cut open the line, the front panel. Let me cut out the back and then cut off the front. So here I'm going to cut the two of them together before I'll now go ahead, raise this up and then cut out the front neckline. I'll cut the remaining parts open. And then I'm going to go to the side and cut the shape of the shirt. So from here I cut out this. Then I'll be coming in from this place 2.5 inches and connect this to the shoulder line. So I'll be setting this aside and go over to the sleeve. For the sleeve, I use 1 yard and I have folded it in 4. The next thing I'm going to do is to mark the remaining sleeve length I told you. Remember, the bodice was 23 inches and the whole sleeve length is 35.5. So the remaining would be 12.5. I will approximately make it 13 inches, and that's what I'm going to be cutting out. Or the easiest way to do this is to align it to the sleeve armhole of the sleeve. That way it's easier for you to do. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and cut off the excess. To sew this, first I'm going to join this to the sleeve, right side facing together. I'll join the sleeve to it. So I'll go to the machine and sew this. I am done joining the two. This is how it looks. Next, I'm going to go ahead and join the side seam. So after joining everything, the next thing I'm going to do is to hem the sleeve. So I'll fold it and then fold in 2.5 inches. After turning it like this, I'll go and sew it. I was done doing that. The next thing is to hem the hemline. I'll fold it and fold again. To make the neckline, I'm going to fold this together like so and measure from the center back and come down to the hemline. Whatever I have, that's what I'm going to be using for the strap that I'll be using. And then the width I'm using is 6.5 and I fold it in two. I'm going to sew it here, turn it over before I join it to the hem. But let me show you guys. I have done it and turned it like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew this. This will make your shirt to be very neat. You see how it's going to be looking. So go ahead and do it and do the same thing to the other side. And guys, we are done. Bye bye.
Empty hearts and neon lights